Welcome to another episode of Fossiliferous. So, we're out on the Yorkshire coast again today, and I've come to Saltwick Bay. So I've not been here for quite a number of months, way before the school holidays actually. So we're at the end of September, and we're going to go see if there's any nice things to find. So it's second tide in the evening, so a couple of hours. Just going to go have a little look and see what's there. So I think there might have been a fresh fall last week, and you never know what might have washed out of it. So let's get down onto the beach and see what we can find. Heading down the pathway to Saltwick, and this, believe it or not, is low tide today. So we are in the neap tide phase, so the tides are at the smallest, which is not always great for collecting. Obviously you don't have as much beach to search, but you never know what could be there. So yeah, we're going to have a little look. Hopefully we'll find some bits that have fallen out of the cliff. And if not, well, we've had a little look in at Saltwick. First time this autumn. Get an idea what's what, if there's anything washing out or not. And I might have time just to have a quick peek in at another location before it gets dark. We'll see. Ooh, that's a big step. Yeah, not somewhere I go load Saltwick, but in winter it can be quite good. And all the rain over the last week or so did produce some finds that I could see. Yeah, let's hope there's a few left to be found. Fucking alright anyway. Yeah, nice and sunny, although we're going to be in the shadow of the cliff unfortunately today. But yeah, 3 hours pretty much before it gets dark, probably 2 hours, we'll see. Alright, so on the beach now, just walking towards the Whitby Sphinx, or used to be called the Sisters. There used to be more of them, only one now. I still think he looks a bit like Donald Trump. Yeah, as we go this way, there's a bit of a fall there this spring. That's washed out a fair bit now. It looks like it's brought down quite a lot of shales, which have created a bit of a beach here. Normally this is all quite scarry with the they call the flat rock beds as the scars, but yeah, it's not looking like there's much in the loose bits at the moment. There is a little dac, but it's crushed, unfortunately. Too crushy for me. That can go there. Someone might find it as they're going along. Yeah, and get round this corner and have a look at the bigger slips, see if there's anything good. It's very slippy today actually. Don't know if the seaweed's starting to die off a bit. It does go through a really slippy phase. But yeah, I'm going to look at this section on the way back if we have time today. Just looking to see there's a dac in there, look. That's alright. See it's there, look. Yeah, that'll be all in there, I think. That can go in the bag. First find, very nice. Again, there's one down there by my foot, but it's worn out. See if I can even get this in my bag pocket. It doesn't seem to want to go. Right, let's keep on walking. Again, like I say, I'll have a proper look at this on the way back if there's time. I never seem to do well on this first section, although I know when there's a fresh fall it can be quite productive. Yeah, right, let's get round the corner, see what we can find. Be good. There we go. Standing proud over there. Still not falling in the sea. I'm sure one day it will, just like the others. Right. Over the rocks. Let's see where we go next. So, oh, there you go. Oh, let's get going. So, nose is running. It's obviously dropped temperature a little bit compared to the higher summer temperatures. Whoa, there we go. So yeah, Saltwick Bay. So this scar here is actually jet rock, believe it or not. So the jet rock nodules in here, but they're the much higher beds near the top. Could even be above the overticerous band. I'm not sure here, but I think the overticerous band actually crops out again at the other end of the bay. I'm just going to come around this corner. There is the Admiral von Trump. It's amazing how it's still there. It's only a tiny bit of wreck that's left. It seems to have deposited itself in this little hole. And yeah, it just, it's still there. I think it does get smaller every year, but yeah, must be cemented to the ground somehow. Yeah, right. Yeah, moving on. So yeah, this base is jet rock, and then as we get into the cliff there, we're into the alum shales, or Whitby mudstones, and that's where the dacs and hildies come from. So this, unfortunately, this level of jet rock isn't very productive. Too high up. There's a bit of a gap before we get to the actual overticerous in the Bifrons section. But yeah, we'll have a look on here, see what we can see. Hopefully do one or two finds. Okay, so just down here there's a little dac. There we go, look. Just in that rock there. Hard to see, but you can see the keel poking out. Yep, lovely. Oh. Right, so just looking through the shale piles. Oh, there's another one, look. Might just be there, that, possibly. A little one. Doesn't look to be much on this little bit, but you can never tell with Saltwick. Only needs a nice little fall, and there can be lots. So yeah, every tide does wash up new bits. That's a bit of a belemnite on that one. It's a good place for hildies, is Saltwick as well. Quite often some big hildies from here. Again, just need the right layers to fall. As with everything. Right, try and find some more bits.
think Matt will be well pleased with that. That'll clean up beautiful now. I don't think it's got a really nice cat, so we'll have a quick look at this one. Put that to one side for tomorrow. We'll probably clean that up and finish it off. Right, this is a small semi-salatum. Quite pyritic, so we'll see how it goes. Well, that just shows you how wrong you can be. Get to about here and there's just no middle, so that was really looking promising, and it's gone to the scrap box in a matter of a couple of minutes. I've got one about this size myself and it's absolutely beautiful and complete. Unfortunately, this one isn't. Do for a garden ornament. Changed my mind yet again. Before I finish Matt's cat, I'm going to rough a few more out, I think. There's this ammonite, which we think is a porpoisarus, and also a double dac. The quality of this is rather nice, so we'll start with this. Put that to one side and we'll rough this out and see what we've got. don't know if you saw what I was actually doing there, particularly on this big one. There was lots and lots of fractures and limestone above, and I was actually working the fractures to get larger chunks off. This one is complete and quite nice by the looks of it. Just got to remove this bit of matrix here. This one's got a few problems. There is a piece here missing where it's worn on the outside, and the chamber that was above it has gone into this lower ammonite. So I was going to see if I could leave this complete with just a little floor here, but this is damaged as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one down, remove this outer chamber and leave this ammonite here. Should look okay. I think it's the better option.
Aha. I think that's where there's been a fresh fall. There could be some more down there before long as well. That is definitely prime material. So yeah, the site of an old fall here that has been wearing away. That looks a good sized nodule there. Don't see anything in it though, but I shall give it a tap. There's a decent nodule as well. Again, don't think there's oat in that, but you never know. Let's give it a tap now actually. I think it'll be empty. Oh no. It's not very well preserved that though. It's like a double. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, that's a weird one, is that? Looks like it's was in there maybe. Right. See if we can have more luck with this one. Oh no! Double smash. Oh, rubbish. Dear me. Ooh. Well, it's a bad start, but we'll see if we can find some more nodules. Quite typical for them to break here, to be fair, so I'm not going to worry too much. That looks a decent nodule, but no, not in that. There's a nodule, look. Hey. Bit small that, but yeah, it's had summit in, but yeah, not very good. I have a feeling this will have been quite well picked. It's too high above the tide mark to get washed out. Nodule down there, I think. Come out. Yeah, not in that one. Certainly some decent chunks come down. But yeah, not many nodules at all. Okay, there we go. That's not a bad one, is it? Would have been a double, but that one's worn out. But yeah, that's a lovely dac there. Nice. Alright, spot the dac time is a very easy one actually. Yeah, yep, spot the dac time, it's a very easy one. Just had this absolutely perfect nodule, totally empty. But that one is absolutely perfect. Look at that. That's how we like to find them. Lovely Saltwick dac. Nice. Right, so made it to Whitestone Point. There's the Whitby lifeguard. It's not lifeguard station, but the lighthouse, sorry. Whitby lighthouse station just round this corner. I'm not feeling we'll get round, to be honest. I just thought I'd have a little look before I turn back. It's very slippy, these rocks. Let's have a little look. Oh, probably get round, but yeah, looking at this tide, I don't think it's worth it. So yeah, time to turn around. The tide's in. If the tide was outgoing, I'll probably risk it and go around, but unfortunately the tide is coming in now, so yeah, I can't risk it. I could probably, again, it'd probably be fine, but it's just you've got to weigh up the risk, because if you go past this point and get stuck there, there is no other ropes for quite a long way, very long way. So yeah, we'll have a look over the tops, see if there's anything doing, and then might have to have a look in at another location, because it's not particularly very productive. A few little dacs, and that's been it. Again, there's been a dac in there, but it's totally gone, unfortunately. Right, let's head back. And there's another lovely dac, hopefully. Is it crushed or is it whole? Nope, that's pretty good. A little bit missing there, tiny bit, but from that side it'll be perfect. Nice to see them like that. Those just look like fresh stuff that's bobbed out in the last few hours, unfortunately. That's definitely the first one on the beach after the tide, but yeah, there's not much about today, unfortunately. A couple of nice dacs, can't complain massively. Right, we've got back to the nab there, black nab, the sisters. A few dacs, I've picked up a few all the way back, little scrappy ones, but nothing of note really. But yeah, it's not a blank, which is good. A few dacs in the bag. Always nice to check in at Saltwick. Ooh, look at that. Nice Apostolus type thing there in the bedrock. Yeah, nice to check in at Saltwick. I'm sure I'll be coming back here a bit more over winter. It's a nice quick one for me to do. If there is no falls and it's easy check-in, then yeah, a couple of hours can do Saltwick easy enough. If there is falls and there's plenty to find, well, yeah, maybe 4 hours. Right, okay. Well, that's the lot from Saltwick Bay. One more dac, but yeah, maybe I've had about 10 nodules with ammonites in. Be only two really decent ones, but it's not too bad really. So for probably been here actually about an hour and a half, not very long. So yeah, I think I have possibly got time to stop in maybe Whitby Bay or something like that for half an hour. Have a quick look in the bays, see if there's anything. But other than that, it is time for home. But nice to get out for a little adventure, even if it's not a full day out at the weekend. Yeah. Fortunately, I am peak holiday season at the moment, so I'm not likely to put out loads of videos over October, but then November, hopefully I'll get a chance to get out a few times, and December we'll be down in Dorset, so that should be fun. A few days down there, if the conditions are right, we could have some good stuff. Right then, that's all from Fossiliferous this week, so thanks for watching, and we'll be out again on the coast soon. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, you'll get notified of future content. So I'm gonna head up these steps. Ooh, there we are. I'm gonna head up the steps and head home. Bye for now.